EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. You look at this Bears defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Looking to put a drive together. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. To throw, it's Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Looking to throw is Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game. They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the air, Williams. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Again, it's Edwards. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw is Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Yeah!
Play action now. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And this one is incomplete. The Cowboys had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Yeah! Here we go.
Throwing, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play. There, with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go with Blue between the tackles. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
2nd and 4.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing is Williams. Throw right side, taken in by Odunze. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
To throw, Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Pass complete to Loveland. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Bears.
Play action. Now Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
It's a gain of 8.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Right, the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And the Bears first down.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays. The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Williams. Dumps it off to Edwards. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Luther
Burden, a 1-yard touchdown reception. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Yeah. What do you think?
Here's Prescott. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw. Williams. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down, Chicago.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
There's a short one caught by Loveland.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Williams looking to do it himself.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we spend a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears are able to add on to their first-half lead.
Cowboys 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Yeah. What do you think?
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think?
Prescott to throw it. And Prescott, his third interception. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards there for number 15.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Wide 80. Then we're going to 53. What do you think?
Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
An extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Cowboys 17.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Up the middle, here's Edwards.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
From the gun, here's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. To throw, it's Williams.
is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
What is it on?
Looking to throw is Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Bears, first down. A gain of 30. And the Bears, first down.
They'll go play action here with Williams. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Edwards looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Here's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Rome Odunze, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
They're on 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Yeah!
The drive starts with a run by Blue. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Yeah!
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
Cowboys, first down.
Yeah!
First and goal at the
Now
6.
Prescott. Yep. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And some space here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To the air, Williams. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Rome Odunze, 50 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Santos with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Under pressure, and they get to him again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
From the gun, they go to Edwards. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Going up top. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. But not that any of the points would be needed with CD. They've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I need to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Williams checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here comes the Bears punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. To throw is Prescott. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pull it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Williams looking to do it himself.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
At the 47-yard line.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Here we go.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
153. Yeah, here we go.
Prescott now. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's going to let it fly.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
What is coming? Yeah! All right, everybody, kill. What do you think?
Here's Dak.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact. Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. KaVontae Turpin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it with Blue. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. Needed a couple yards for the two-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Williams looking to do it himself. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
What is up?
Throwing is Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he is going to have the Bears first, and that should be the capper. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Chicago.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Charles, normally